Okay, guys, let's roll. I want to talk to you about an Irish teacher, Enoch Burke, who's just been returned to prison after what the BBC call a fanatical campaign. Well, when I said BBC, you already knew that anything they published was going to be a lie or only partially true. Let's have a look at the article first. Irish teacher Enoch Burke returns to prison after fanatical campaign. Irish teacher returned to prison. Mr. Burke and his members of his family had engaged in deliberate, sustained and concerted attack on the authority of the civil courts and the rule of law. Remember that, the rule of law. I'll be coming back to this in a moment. He'd refused a court order not to trespass at Wilson's Hospital School in County Westleath for 3 years and described his actions as a fanatical campaign. Doesn't mention anything really about the reasons why Mr. Burke was protesting outside the school, stood outside the school protesting peacefully after being dismissed for something he said as he refused to do as a Christian. So let's get over to somewhere where we can get the truth of the story. Over on the Irish Post. Right. Mr. Burke was initially suspended by the County Westmeath School in 2022 and dismissed from his role in January 2023 in the wake of a disagreement over transgenderism. When brought back before court last month, the court heard how Mr. Burke had been dismissed on the grounds of gross misconduct arising out of his refusal to obey a direction of the school that the transgender people be referred to as they. So a mentally disturbed child wanted to pretend he was something he was not. Gross misconduct at the school religious service, in which he conducted his objections to transgenderism. Transgenderism is losing the war. More and more people are returning to sanity. And here's the bit I want to get to. On each occasion, the matter has subsequently come before court and Mr. Burke has refused to purge his contempt. And why does Mr. Burke refuse to purge his contempt? It's because he's a Christian. He's got strong moral values. He believes in the teachings of the Bible. I've read the Bible. It's a good book. I wish I had the faith that Mr. Burke did. I envy people with faith. I've said it before. I really do hope Jesus is king, but I'm an IT guy and my mind operates on logic. Right, despite his spells in prison and racking up fines imposed by the court every time he attended the school, now in excess of €200,000, he has continued to breach the court orders. Now, this contempt, this is what they did to Tommy Robinson, isn't it? This is what they did to Tommy Robinson. They kept him in jail until he purged his contempt. They think by forcing a man to confess to something they genuinely believe they did not do wrong is a win for them. That's no win. All it does is make you hate the establishment even more. The judge said that this has nothing to do with transgenderism. It has everything to do with transgenderism. The judge says it is because Mr. Burke refuses to purge his contempt of court. And by standing outside the school, protesting about being dismissed from his job because of his religious beliefs and his objections to a fad, a trend, and pretending that a person can be something they are clearly not, is a crime. They are going to lock him up literally for the rest of his life until he makes a false confession and says, yes, this boy can be a girl if he wants to be. Nah, anyhow, that's all I got for you guys. Oh no, let's have a look at this.
This is Enoch Burke, the teacher who has refused to deny his Christian belief and bow to transgender ideology. We're here at the forecourts again in Dublin, where Enoch's case was again before Mr. Justice Brian Cregan, and he had a number of matters to deal with today in relation to the case. But at the beginning he said if any member of the Burke family so much as speaks, they will be removed by Gardaí. So this is the situation we are in. Lies are being told from the bench. Enoch Burke, his name blackened, the constitution set at naught, the law disregarded, and if a person so much as speaks a word, they will be removed by a battalion of Gardaí.
Judge Cregan today has given us a new version of the constitution regarding religious freedom. He said if Enoch Burke practiced his Christian belief outside the gate, this would never have happened. He said it 3 times today. So he is telling us you can have your religious belief outside the gate. But you know, that's not what the Constitution tells us. It tells us that we have a constitutional right to the free practice and profession of our religious belief in our school, in our job, in our shop, wherever we are, not according to this perverted idea and judgment of Judge Cregan.
The judge brought up an article that he had read this morning on the Irish Independent by Shane Phelan. He began to quiz Enoch on the article. Strange, I must say. Enoch Burke brought that issue again, that there were lies in the judgment of Mr. Justice Brian Cregan.
Okay. Well, you listen to it there, guys. Go over, watch the full video. I just feel so sorry for this man. All Christians, Catholic or Protestant, must support Enoch Burke. And judges, like Judge Cregan, whatever his name is, must one day be brought to justice, face a people's court, and then we lock him away. You've been listening to the Green Arrow. See you on the next one, guys. Sorry it's so unscripted.